Hello, today we're gonna do eyelashes and then we're gonna do sessions. So I just hope that my internet works today because it hasn't for like the last couple weeks. So hello, I would love it if you could like and comment to see if you can hear me. My internet has been skewampy. Okay, so just while people are coming in, I'm gonna try the magnetic eyelashes. These are actually some of my favorite ones now because it's like you can take them off and put them on super easy. I'll show you. If I can get it straight. So I don't know if you can see it, but the eyelashes are right there. Can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear me? Oh, we got some likes. Good. Shoot, I should have gotten a mirror. Let me hurry and grab a mirror. You can't hear me? No, I can't. Oh, man. Oh, duh. There's a mirror on it. Haha. Hello. Hello. No. I can hear you, but I appreciate that. Violation detected. What the? Get out of here. Freaking people. I hate that. Okay, so I'm going to show you how these magnetic lashes work, and then we're going to do sessions, okay? Okay. I might have to take you over... I don't know. Can you see? Can you even see? So I like to curl my eyelashes first because I feel like it stays better. Like it stays in place better. But we're going to see how this works. And that's it. I love it so much. Wow, I look really tired. I promise you I am. Okay, and then we have the other side. You just, like, it comes with it, like, together, and then you pull it apart. Hold on. I got this. I got new nails today, so. Okay, and then the cool thing about these is that there is a marker. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there's like, it tells you what side it is, which is pretty cool. So, and then you just, I should do this on the video. Then you just like line it up with the magnets. It's got to be right on there. And then you do the other side. And then you literally just put your eyelashes in there and clamp it together. So there's like, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be backwards for you, but it says up and then down. And then you just like clamp them together and then they like on your eyelashes and they stay. So this is with and then this is without. My eyelashes are naturally super straight. So I have to like curl them and then get them to, then they'll stay. So if yours are like mine and they're just pretty straight, then I would recommend curling them first and then putting them on. How's everybody's day? It's nighttime actually. So how's everybody's night? How was your day? How was your day? So we're gonna put the other side on. Let's see if I can get this to match, because sometimes it's kind of, it moved. One side is always, I always have to fix one side. So we'll see. It's this side. But look how cool. They just like pop right off. They're magnetic. And then you just pull them apart. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Pull it apart. Pull it apart. See? And then you put, they look like they look good. They are really nice. So I am an eyelash girly. Like I've just for the last, I want to say like 5-ish years, I've tried other magnetic lashes. These ones are definitely the best. Definitely highly recommend this one. So you just, I should have showed you, but you just light it up. I have tons of glue on ones. Yeah, I do too. So for me, I have to say it depends on my mood. So if I just need some eyelashes really quick and I don't have anything on, then these are like my go-to. But if I want ones that are gonna stick on and stay for like days, these are not it. That's how I treat them. I feel like they're kind of like an in-between. It's like a good in-between, you know? So, hi Melissa, it's good to see you. So you literally just, I don't know if you'll be able to see, oh, there we go. So you'll be able to just like clamp it together. You put your eyelashes, you put it in between your eyelashes. Nope, I said that wrong. You put this, nope. You put your eyelashes between this and then just clamp it on and then it stays really well. So good to see you too. I am so excited for tonight. I haven't been live forever. So I'm here. I am kind of tired, but I stayed up the other night till like 5 o'clock in the morning trying to finish a skit that I have. Do you watch it? Do you watch the skit? I don't remember if I posted the one today, but I'm so pumped for the rest of it. I just have a ton of editing to do and then I can post them. I'm trying to be consistent and do like one a day. So you watch them all. I love that. That's so fun. Yeah. So this is what it looks like with and without. Hi. Simplify Beauty. So again, it's just magnetic eyelashes. I don't know how long I'm supposed to be on here for these. I think I'm supposed to be on here for like 10 minutes. It's just for the algorithm, because, you know, TikTok these days. I was gonna say, I think it's 20. Well, technically I've already posted a video about it, but yeah. Anyway. I actually really like the case that it comes with because it has, oh wow, I just put fingerprints on it. It has a mirror and it has a thing, like a place for the magnetic tool, which is fun. So, all right, we're gonna put it on again. We'll see if we can get it to be on exactly where I want it. Yeah! It's so cool. You literally, did you even see it? Probably not. Probably not, knowing me. So, perfect. I feel like it's really good. What do you call that? Like, depending on where you place it. If you place it in the middle, you have more of like the frontal curvature, whatever you want to call it. And if you put it on the side, you get more of like a cat eye. So I think it depends on where you place them also, which is really fun. But I can't tell if they're even. They look even enough. I was in adding them to my cart, so I saw nothing, but I watched the video. Yeah, it's so easy. It's so easy. And then the carrying case, it just like pops in there. Oh. Let me put it in correctly. There you go. And then you have like the right and the left side. So I was in adding them to my cart. Oh my gosh, I love that. How long do they stay? Good question. I think it depends. So they are magnetic. So I'll just take it off for you. So all you have to do is just like pull it off. And then you just pull the magnets apart. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but okay. And then like that's it. So like I think if I'm being completely honest with you, I would personally use these for like temporary use, you know. See, and then I'll see if I can, I don't know if I can do this on video, but you just place them on the, so on here it's like magnetic and it's the same shape. And you just, oh, that's the wrong side. You just place them up there and they'll stick to it. But it's best to place them exactly where they're at so that you get a really, so it's lined up really good. So for me, I like that they can last all day. They do tend to slip a tiny bit, but I only wear lashes when I'm going out. Yeah. And I think it depends, like, here's the thing. For me, I usually like to wear lashes for days, like days. This I feel like is a little bit more of like a, you know, you wear them and then once you're done, like at nighttime, you take them off. So I prefer to sleep in my eyelashes. I think you can sleep in these. Oh no, Allie's woke up. I think you can sleep in them, but I'm pretty sure you shouldn't. So I'm gonna show you one more time. I hope I can get them straight, okay? I haven't tried the cluster ones. That would last longer. Oh, the ones that like you do different clusters of them. I prefer those, the ones that go underneath your eyelashes. I prefer those. But it depends on the glue. If the glue is like no go, then they won't last very long. So I think it depends. I usually just do strip lashes. I cannot stand strip lashes. I want to say back in 2021 I tried them and they were fun, but they always kept lifting on my inner corner. I could not stand it. So, but I finally found the ones that like go underneath And then also these ones for like temporary use, you know? So anyways, we're gonna try it. So it's all lined up. Let me actually double check. Yeah, it's all lined up. So all you have to do is you stick it on and then squeeze it, and then your eyelashes are going to be in between them. So let's show you. I hope you can see. Yeah, super easy. And that's it. Super, super easy. They look pretty even, which is good. I am an eyelash girly, so I love trying all the eyelashes. The strip lashes don't work very well for me, so I just like throw all those out. I do like the clusters. Like I have some that I pulled off today. I do like the cluster ones because they work pretty good. Like the last days for me. And then these magnetic ones I really like because you can literally just use them over and over and over and over again. I feel like you just use them a lot. So like, I don't even know if there's a limit to how many times you can use it. So yeah, these are seriously just daily ones. Like if you think, okay, so I used to wear contacts. It's like daily contacts if you want to, but you don't throw them away. You just take them off, and put them back in the case, pull them off, put them back, and then you can go back and use them again later. So, oh, hi, Erica. How are you? Okay, so if you'll do me a favor and just go look at the link, it will help my algorithm so much. And then you don't even have to add up to cart. You can just look at them, and then it'll help a lot. And then we can do sessions. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. Let's see. And here's the thing. So I was just looking at the price. I don't know if they have the sale going on right now. Oh, what the show now? I don't know what's happening. I'm so sorry. But I don't know if they have a sale going on right now, but I do know that I would personally buy these again if I if I lost these, I would probably get some again. Just because they're nice. So they like you to keep them on screen. I don't want them. They're on screen. I'm here. Oh, come on. Let's get you happy. Let's make you happy. Okay. What price does it say for you guys? Does it say $39.90 or does it say something else? In due time. Perfect. Does it say a different price or does it? Does it say something else? $39. Okay, depending on the style. Oh shoot. I don't know what you were saying. But yes, okay. No, that makes sense. Yay! Okay. I think that was 10 minutes, so get them. Put them in your cart if you want to. I really like them. Excuse me. I feel like they are just one day style. I picked a different style and it's $49. Dang it. This one is ice black. It's number 17. It's a C curl 50 degrees. I don't know what that means, but pin and introduce another product. I'm done after this with TikTok shop stuff. I'm only on here I'm only on here to get people on here so we can do sessions. So the ice black is 50. Okay, maybe I'll actually message you about it all. Yes, please do. Please do. What's today? The 25th. You guys, it's March. It's almost April. $49.90. Okay, so Instagram. You're welcome to message me on Instagram. Okay. I am going to pull off. If you'd like it, awesome. And if not, that's totally okay. We're just going to end this. How do I take it off? Delete. Okay. Perfect. Yay. Let's get to the sessions. If you'd like to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway, and then we'll get started. You guys, I'm so pumped for today. Which style are you wearing? I am wearing, this one's the number 17 Ice Black. It's C Curl 50 degrees is what it says. Thank you. This one I 10 out of 10 recommend. I really like it. As long as you're not like fidgeting too much, they'll stay really well. So, or you take like a, what do they call those? Like leaf blowers? As long as you don't take a leaf blower to your face, I'm sure you'll be fine. So, let's see. Bing. Ba-da-ba-bum. Can you tell they are on? I mean, kinda, but not. I'm used to wearing eyelashes, so I do have to say they were a little bit different wearing them for the first time and like knowing if they were gonna stay on, but once you kind of like feel it out, they feel great. So I really like them. Especially between, like I said, I usually wear like the glue-on eyelashes, and I like to wear these in between the days, or like oh my gosh, I have to go to the store really quick, but I have to have eyelashes on. Pop these on, go to the store, come back, and you can wear them as long as you want. So that's just how I am. So I'm pretty weird. I'm pretty weird like that. So they do look good. Yes. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and pick a person. Again, if you'd like to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway, and we will get started. So pumped. I have to put eyeliner on at least to go to the store. Yeah, this is about what I would wear. I just have to fill in my eyebrows and then wear some eyelashes and I'm like good. What's an emotion code? So emotion code is it's an energy healing technique that helps you to identify and literally release negative trapped emotional energies from your body. Trapped emotional energies are just harmful emotional energies from negative past events. So it's kind of like, you know, your dad yelled at you when you were 6 years old and and you know, that emotion that either he was feeling or you were feeling gets stuck inside of your body, and then it can like wreak havoc on like physical, mental, emotional, spiritual health. So for example, a lot of trapped emotions can be one of the biggest contributing causes to depression, anxiety, you know, they can make you feel blocked from people. They can make you feel blocked from love and happiness and make you feel really disconnected from other people. And because trapped emotions are made up of energy, just like the rest of the everything else, they can exert an influence on the physical tissues. So it can also be one of the biggest causes or contributing factors to headaches, back pain, lower back pain, pinky pain, you know, all of the things. So it just depends on, you know, where the emotion is, all of that type of stuff. So once you release the trapped emotion, a lot of the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual pain or discomfort goes away, or it becomes a lot more manageable. So yeah, because here's the thing, like your body's meant to heal itself. And sometimes those emotions get in the way of your body healing itself, if that makes any sense. Can things that you've released before come back? I hope that question makes sense. You know, that's a great question. So once you release something, it's gone and it's gone forever. However, we are human beings and we go through human experiences. So technically you can create a new emotion, and it could give you like similar symptoms, but it's not always the same. Does that make sense? I love this. I just finished the book, The Emotion Code. Yes, I love the Emotion Code book. If you don't have it, it's linked in my bio. You can totally get it. You can get it there, and it'll actually teach you all of the basics of what I personally don't know how to do. Obviously, I'm certified in the Emotion Code, Body Code, and the Belief Code. So, and I've done thousands of sessions, like more than I can count. Like I literally lost track of how many sessions I've done. So, life-changing. Yes, absolutely. So, that's basically the Emotion Code. And then if you have any of these 10 symptoms, then you probably have a heart wall: anxiety, depression, PTSD, low energy, fatigue, major health issues, foggy mission in life, relationship issues, so like giving and receiving love, and then abundance and wealth issues. If you have any of those 10 symptoms, then you probably have a heart wall. And what the heart wall is when you go through trauma or abuse, your body has an energetic self-defense mechanism, and it's supposed to protect your heart. So when you go through, again, the trauma or abuse, your body scoops up those emotions. So those emotions are like balls of energy. So it scoops up the emotion and places layers over your heart, creating this wall. And so, you know, it's kind of like, I wrote it down somewhere. Somebody mentioned this to me the other day. I thought it was the most clever way of putting it. I'm not gonna be able to find it, but it's kind of like the rose-colored glasses, and they said it in a certain way that it's just, hold on, let me see if I can find it. I seriously loved the way they said it. Oh no, I have so many like sticky notes on my, that's not it. Yeah, I don't know where it is. Anyways, so it's literally like having rose-colored glasses on, and in health, wealth, abundance, like all of the things. And so when you release that heart wall, it's like you take off the rose-colored glasses, and it's like, oh, I was abused. This is how I feel. Like it's almost like you become a lot more responsive rather than reactive, because I don't know if you've ever noticed, but like you watch a sad movie and you like instantly cry. You know, you see somebody yelling at somebody and you're like, like you respond to very similar emotions that you have stuck inside of your body. So I've had so much pain in my body. I feel like a lot of emotions. Yeah, definitely. I need help getting over past trauma. But yes, let's do it. So that's what I'm here for. We're going to do some sessions. Free sessions. If you want to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway. And I'm just going to be picking people one by one. And then if you have had one recently, then we're just going to skip over you just because I want people to try it that haven't had a chance to do it so yet. So All right, again, click on the link in my bio, click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway, and we'll be able to get started. You guys, I'm so pumped. So pumped. Thank you, Marissa. It's amazing. Do it. Do it. Yes. Let's see. Oh, that was... Oops, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Derek E. My eyes have been so dry recently. It's crazy. Thank you. Oh, let's see. User... But it says Ethan. What was your username? Ethan. Okay. Welcome. I need to take my own advice. Maybe that's a good idea. All right. Derek, is that your name? I would assume Derek E as in Derek Ethan. Okay, let's do it. Let's have, we are going to... Yes, awesome. What would you like to work on? So we can do headaches, back pain, so physical, so headaches, back pain, lower back pain, pinky pain, knee pain, gut issues. We can work on anything mental, so anxiety, depression, or emotional, sadness, regret, grief, blaming, hatred, conflict, shame. Shame's a really good one to release. 56. Hip pain, that's a good one. So is it right or left hip pain? And then on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate it? 10 being like the most severe, and then 0 being like no pain at all. How do you rate that? 1 being the lowest and then 10 being the most severe. Both. Okay. Mainly the right. Okay, so let's do the right one first, just so we can kind of narrow our focus, and then we'll kind of just see how that goes. Sometimes it's funny. Sometimes working on one thing can also help with another. So I technically wouldn't be surprised if it did help both, but let's focus on the right one and see what happens. Hello, JD. How are you? Quick moment of silence. All right, can I get this proxy for you? Yes, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this pain in your hips? Your pain in the right hip. Maybe even out of 1, 3. Grief. When did this for 10, 20, 29 to 18, 17, age 17? You need to know more. Okay, and then we're going to take the magnet and just release that for you. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release now that has to do with this pain in your right hip? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Unworthy. When did this for 10, 20, 30, 28, 7, 6, 5, age 25? We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Whew. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this pain in your right hip? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Unworthy. When did this go 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, age 7? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this pain in your right hip? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Shock. When did this occur? 10, 20, 30, 40, 39, 8, 7, 6. Age 36. Do we need to know more? Do you recognize any of these emotions, Derek, by chance? Let's go ahead and release that. Why do I need to calm down? What's the biggest emotion we can release on that has to do with this pain in your right hip? Some of them. Awesome. 3, self-abuse. So self-abuse is like being really hard on yourself. When did this 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, age 4? Do we need to know more? It's linked in my bio. Just click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway. Did we release that? Yes. What's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this pain in your right hip? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Worthless. When did this occur? Age 10, 10, 9, 8, age 8. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release on that's causing this pain in your right hip? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Worthless. When did this 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, age 7? Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this pain in your right hip? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Unworthy. When did this 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, age 7? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this pain in your right hip? Okay. Let's go ahead and have you stand up if you can. Walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it. Get it, get it. Let's see. Take one more really big deep breath. I'm so excited to hear this. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate that pain in your right hip? 1 being the lowest and then 10 being the most severe. Let's see. Ooh, Stephanie is, oops, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to invite you. Traditional naturopath. How exciting. Let's see. Please come back to my comments. Left side shoulder pain. So we're working with Derek right now. Let's see. Better. Yay! So he said like a 4 or 5. So we're going to do 4.5 for a happy middle. Yay! We almost cut that in half. Almost in half. That's amazing. So that's literally all we do. We just release trapped emotions, negative imbalances from your body, and you feel better physically, mentally, emotionally, and even spiritually. I am curious though, you're so welcome. Do you feel any different on the left side as well? Or is it more of, or is it more just the right pain that was relieved? Julie, if you want to go enter to win, then that's where I'm doing everything right now. Just the right. Interesting. So what did the left start out with, and then what is it now? I'm kind of curious. Let's see. On a scale of 1 to 10, what was it before we started on the left? And then what is it now? 7 and still the same. I don't feel different on the left one. That's interesting. It'll be really interesting to see here, like in the next couple days, to see if the left does anything. So very interesting. Yay! Okay. You know what, actually? Left hip. Let's do the left hip. I want to see if this will do anything. What is the biggest trapped emotion we can release now that has to do with this pain in your left hip? Maybe even 3. Stubbornness. When did this occur? For the age of 10, 20, 30, 28, 76, age 26. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this pain in the the left hip? Maybe even 1. Insecurity. When did this present? 10, 9, 8, 7, age 7. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this pain in the left hip? May even do 4. Guilt. When did this present? 10, 9, 8, 7, age 7. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion? All right, go ahead and stand up one more time. Take some really big deep breaths and kind of move those hips around. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, yeah, age 7 is actually, it's a very common age. I have to admit, it's a very, very common age. I personally believe it's because it is a developmental thing. So like people have a tendency to like process things different and then take it on different. OMG, I was wondering about you just the other day. I haven't seen you in forever. Hi, welcome. Wait, what does that mean? What is the... Are you dizzy? What are you dizzy from? All right, Derek, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate that left hip pain? I'm curious, did it change? There was a stubbornness in there. Stubbornness is kind of a funny one. Cool, that makes sense. I work in radiology and we have to take tests in some states. What's happening? Board certification and what each say allows, etc. How exciting. I really want to go to a naturopathic doctor and like get my blood drawn and just check everything. Wow, a 4. Yay! We literally did both your right and the left from a 7 to a 4.5 and a 7 to a 4. Yay! That's awesome. I love that so much. Our test shows more than blood tests. Yeah, no, like I would love to have like a full workup of like just everything. I don't want to do any biopsies, but I'm happy with doing like blood tests and stuff. Where are you based out of, if you don't mind me asking? We use hair and saliva. How exciting. I love that so much. Yep, all non-invasive. Cool. Yeah, tell me where you're at. New York. Dang it. That'd be a pretty pricey trip because my husband and I want to do it as well. I want to do that full body scan I keep seeing on here. They have full body scans? You work virtually? Okay, hold on. Message me. I would love to go over pricing and stuff. That'd be so cool. That'd be amazing. Everywhere. I love that. That's actually how I do it. I do all of my clients that I work with, it's like all virtual. So yes. Okay, let's move on to the next person. Thank you, Derek, for being here. I'm so happy for you. Renuvo full body MRI. Yeah. That'd be awesome. I'd be all over that. I would totally be all over that. All right, let's do another session. Ashley Weymouth. I don't know how to pronounce that last name, sorry. Ashley. Ashley. Oh. My eyes. My eyes have been dry. I feel like the lights that I have dry out my eyes super fast. Weymouth. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Seeing you help others like you did me in high school. Shut up. Hold on. Nicolette, oh my gosh, hi. Hold on, am I following you? Follow back. Hi. Wait, you helped me in I helped you in high school? What did I do? Listen, I actually still remember going to girls' camp with you one year, and I think I was rude to you once in the bathroom, and I said something, and you took it offensively, I think, and I felt bad for months. I still feel bad to this day. I haven't seen you for years. You look great. Thank you. Thank you. I feel like the FYP has gone crazy. So there are some people who never see me anymore. Oh well. I'm board certified, but different states, different titles. Oh, cool. I like that. All right, Ashley, let's do that session for you. If you want to just tell me what you want to work on, we can get started. You guys, I'm so pumped for tonight. Yeah. Left big toe and right shoulder pain. I'm open to whatever comes up, though. Thanks so much. You're welcome. Left big toe and right shoulder pain. On the pain scale, which one's higher? Chris Cherry Kool-Aid. How the heck are you? Ashley. 41. Shoulder. Okay, so on a scale, how would you rate it? 1 being the lowest and then 10 being the most severe. 1 being the lowest and 10 being the most severe. An 8. Oh my gosh. Okay, quick moment of silence. Let's do this. Okay, connect this proxy for you, Ashley. Yes. What's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this pain in your... Oh, did you say the right shoulder? Yes, the right shoulder. Right shoulder. What's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this pain in the right shoulder? 5. Terror. When did this 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, H, 7? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this pain in the right shoulder? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Unworthy. When did this 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, H, 7? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Ooh. What's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this pain in the right shoulder? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Shame. When did this 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, H, 7? We need to know more. Let's go ahead and release that. I'm just releasing. Yawning is part of releasing. So what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this pain in your right shoulder? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Worthless. When did this 10, 20, 30, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, H, 23? We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this pain in your right shoulder? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Unworthy. When did this? 10, 10, 9, 8. Age 8. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. What is that? What is the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this pain in your right shoulder? Be even out of 1, 3, 5. Conflict. Hi, thank you. When did this occur? 10, 20, 29 to 18, 17, 16. Age 16. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest? Thank you for the follow. What's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this pain in your right shoulder? Maybe even 2. Failure. When did this? 10, 20, 30, 6, 5, 4. Age 24. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this pain in your right shoulder? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Shock. When did this occur? 10, 20, 29, 18, 17. Age 17. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, this next one, or sorry, this last one that I'm gonna release is called the inflammation energy. So this is, I don't know if this really happened, but it's like the vibe of this is like, or sorry, the energy of this is stuck inside of your body. And it's kind of like this, the download that I just like, I got, I guess you could say was, it's almost like you went through a pretty severe sickness that made you lose a lot of weight. And then as soon as you started getting better, the inflammation that was still stuck in your body caused you to gain a lot of it back, and maybe even worse. So I don't know if that was you or somebody in your life that happened to, but that energy is stuck in your body. So let's go ahead and release that inflammation energy. Did that actually happen to you, or do you know somebody that happened? Because it's very common for people to absorb it as well. So, hi Sue. It happened to you? Shut up. That's crazy. That is so fascinating. Okay, so yeah, did we release that? Yeah, so we released the inflammation energy that's stuck in your body. Do you have weight issues now? So crazy. Sorry, I'm talking to Ashley. Not anymore. Okay, good. Good. So, yeah. Okay. Go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around, give me a little shimmy, give me a little bit of twerking, get it. Take some really big deep breaths. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate the right shoulder pain? Right shoulder pain. Lulu, how are you? Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate that shoulder, the right shoulder pain? You're not going to believe me, but the pain is basically gone now. I'd rate it a 2. That's crazy. Wow. I'm so happy for you. Yay. Literally from an 8 to a 2. That's crazy. I'm curious, what do you feel like did it? Was it the inflammation energy or was it the emotions? You did, but that's so amazing. We literally just release trapped emotions and imbalances. That's it. That's literally all we do. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. OMG, I'd love to do this every day. How incredible this is just watching. Right? Listen, I wish I could watch other people do this all day. I'm pretty sure I'm like one of the only practitioners that like record sessions and like post it to YouTube. I don't know, but after that last one, I could feel my whole body tingling. I love that. Oh my gosh. This is so cool. Obsessed. This is literally why I'm obsessed with this stuff, because that's exactly what it did to my anxiety. I used to have severe anxiety and depression, and it literally has changed my life. My life would be 100% different. 100% different if I did not do emotion code. I would probably be in a different place right now. How long do you think it took to clear your anxiety? Okay, so the best thing that I can tell you to do, and this is a very cookie cutter way of saying this, but the average person that I work with, I always recommend releasing the heart wall, because this is exactly what I did. I released my heart wall, and then I want to say the biggest chunk of anxiety was gone. And then once the heart wall is gone, then you specifically work on like the anxiety or the depression or anything that's like top priority for you. So if you're like, okay, I have hip pain, back pain, headaches, then you always work on the one that's like the biggest on the scale. Does that make sense? So incredible. Miracle work girl. Yes, I love that. You did an emergency session on me a few years ago and it was amazing, but I only did one and I still... So when it comes to anxiety, there are different types of anxiety. So I had 6 sessions 3 years ago and I think it's time again. Yes. Definitely get scheduled. Okay, so obviously one session, personally... Actually, let me phrase it this way, because there are some people who literally need 1 or 2 sessions and they're like, I'm good, my anxiety is cured, I haven't had it in years, But then there's also going to be other people who the anxiety is so deep that you're going to need to release your heart wall, work on the anxiety, and kind of just like take it from there. There are some people, again, it takes like 1 or 2 sessions, and then other people it takes 6, 12, 24 sessions. It just depends on where the anxiety is stemming from. So sometimes it can be one belief, sometimes it can be a whole list of emotions. So oh yeah, it was immediate for the anxiety panic attack, but I need... Yes. I would say either be a little bit more consistent or let's go after your heart wall first, because once you release your heart wall, it takes away like the biggest chunk of anxiety. So how long did it take you, if you don't mind me asking? So I want to say a total of... How many sessions was it? My average heart wall, it takes anywhere from 3 to 5 sessions. I think mine was more because I was like still brand new to it. So I want to say a good handful of sessions. You could technically release it yourself if you wanted to try it. But for sure, I would say anywhere from 6 to 8 sessions would do you a solid, if I'm being completely honest with you. So, do you have do you have to be attuned to do this like Reiki? I need details. Okay, so let me grab the book. Okay, so do you still do the packages? Yes. Yes. I still have the packages. If you go to lightenedhealing.com, so the website linked in my bio says go.lightenedhealing.com. That's like it's like people who are brand new to it, but you should be able to go to lightenedhealing.com, and then you'll be able to find like the packages and stuff if you want to. Reading the body code book, how exciting. I read the book and it's amazing. Yes, so if you want to, you can read the emotion code book. It's by Dr. Bradley Nelson. He's the one that discovered it. And then this one's forwarded by Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins does not he's the one that discovered it. And then this one's forwarded by Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins does not forward books, and he did this one, which is amazing. So it'll teach you all of the basics of how to do sessions for yourself, how to release your own heart wall. I've been listening to it. How exciting. If you're wanting to learn it yourself, 10 out of 10 recommend reading this. You can also read the body code book. I have that. This is going to sound funny. I haven't read it because I'm already certified and I already know most of it. There's a few things I still haven't gotten into, but yeah, I took the first course and got certified, but you're so amazing. Yay. Yay. Yeah, let's check your heart wall. I feel like that's going to be the best thing for you to do. But anyways, so back to your question, do you have to be attuned to do this like Reiki? So I don't necessarily know what you mean by attuned means, but all you have to do is just learn how to muscle test. That's it. All you have to do is know how to muscle test, and then it'll teach you how to release your own trapped emotions, release your own heart wall, so on and so forth. So I took the first course and got certified. Yes, thank you. Can't wait. Yay! Yay. Okay, so let's do another session. Oh, nice. Okay, I have been learning muscle testing also. Yes. So once you figure out how to muscle test, you'll be able to figure out the basic of how to release a trapped emotion. And once you can figure out how to release a trapped emotion, that's literally it. So how's baby doing? She is so good. She's so freaking cute. Like I cannot. She is so adorable. I struggle with muscle testing. I feel like muscle testing can be a bit of a mind game if you're not like if you're too much in your head, it can get pretty difficult. So if you legit have a hard time and you're like, I really want to learn, you're practicing, you're doing all the right things, I would release a couple emotions if you can. Just like sense it. Like, okay, do I have a trapped emotion that has to do with muscle testing? And then just like look at the chart, and if you can feel it, like, okay, we're just gonna release it. We're just gonna release it. So I feel like I'm trying to control it. Yes, you have to like get out of your head and just be okay with the answer. So struggle a lot. Yes. Muscle testing. Okay, actually, here's a funny story that I think I was freshly new to the body code, freshly certified. And I was doing this client, I don't even remember what it was about. I think it was like anxiety or something. And we go into like the toxin section, and then we go into it was toxins, and then it went into dental toxin, and then it was like a dental product. And then I was like, okay. And then it was like, is it toothpaste? No. Is it dental floss? Yes. And then it was like, is it toothpaste? No. Is it dental floss? Yes. And I was like, what the heck? Like, are you serious? What's happening? And I was like, what is it? Sure? And it was like, yes. I was like, are you sure? Yes. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to roll with it because that's what Dr. Bradley Nelson says to do. So I asked the lady that I was working with, I was like, it's pulling up dental floss and I have no idea what it's talking about. Do you recognize this? And she's like, oh yeah, I use those dental floss picks, the dental picks. Like, I floss my teeth all day, all the time, every single day, like, constantly. And I was like, what? Are you serious? You have to be kidding me. And she's like, no, I floss like all the time. And I was like, that makes so much sense. So then we released it and like stuff went away. I don't remember the whole story, the rest of it, but ever since that point, I was always just like, you know what? Just go with it, because you honestly never know. You honestly never know. There are some times where still to this day, stuff pulls up and I was like, I don't know what this has to do with anything. This doesn't make sense to me in my brain, but we're just going to roll with it. Next thing you know, the client is like, hey, yeah, guess what? That thing that you just said, like it makes total sense. And I was like, perfect. Make sure you're getting Song, a clean brand of dental floss picks. A lot of companies being sued. Shoot. We just get like stuff from the store. We are in the middle of trying to what do you call that? Replace a lot of our stuff. So we're just like, some of it's just really expensive and we're just trying to like pull everything out. Like my favorite gum is the Underbrush. It's remineralizing gum. 10 out of 10 recommend. Because it has no toxins. Transition! Thank you. We're trying to transition into everything. So using a clean brand of dental floss. Oh, thank you. It is daunting. It is very, very daunting, and it's very difficult. So plus, like, for example, snacks. My kids literally eat snacks. My kids literally eat snacks all day long, and so plowing through snacks like it's candy. You'll end up saving money. I totally agree. It's just, there's just a lot. It's just a lot, because we didn't realize how much like stuff that we're using on a daily basis that we're like, oh, this has toxins in it. Like, I'm starting to not use as much makeup. I'm trying to, like, it's a lot. So we're doing that to our house too. It's a lot. Like, I cannot wait to like not have to like worry about like, oh, I have to not use this because it's gonna make me break out. Seriously, oh my gosh, I love that. There's another lady that her name is Just Ingredients. Not her name. Her company is called Just Ingredients, and it's definitely something that I've been wanting to get into, but sometimes also convincing the husband can be a little bit difficult. So I'll let you know when it's ready, but I can help you. Yes. Message me. I would love to hear from you. So, bam. Kim, are you still here? I think we've done a session for you recently. I'm pretty sure. Have we not? I could be wrong. Maybe not. Another thing here, no, I've put a few times when you were live, but I didn't get picked. Perfect, let's do it. Okay, so Kim, maybe that's how I remember your name, because I've seen you on here before, but there's so many people with the same names that sometimes it's like hard to keep track of them all. But alrighty, Lou, what are we doing? What are we doing for you? So you're 39. By the way, I think it's funny because I got these glass mason jar drink things. And I was so excited about it, but the glass straws, like 3 of them broke. And I was so sad. Because I'm like trying to get rid of plastics and all of that. So, been having kidney issues. Interesting. How did you know you were having kidney issues? Is there a specific symptom that is like very prominent for you? Like UTIs or like kidney stones? As I drink out of a plastic cup. Do you like my water bottle though? UTIs, kidney infections. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. Let's do it. Because technically, I usually like to go for the symptoms rather than the organ itself, because sometimes it's not like your kidney's fault. Does that make sense? Sometimes it's like something else. So, kidney issues. I adore you. I am about a fourth of the way through the emotion code book. I want this to work so bad. Hello, Wendy. Yes, thank you. I'm so excited for you. Understandable. Okay, so I'm just trying to decide, because I typically like to work on something that's a little bit more measurable here on live. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate the kidney issues? Just out of curiosity. By the way, thank you so much for all of the likes. I just looked at that and I'm like, oh my gosh, yay. An 8. I'm just trying to decide if I want to go straight for the kidneys or if I want to go for like the UTI kidney stuff. You know what? Let's roll with the kidneys. Let's just roll with it. Yeah, let's do the kidneys. Quick moment of silence. Whew. Connect this proxy for you. Yes. What is the biggest, thank you for the share. What is the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with your kidneys? Unsupported when, that's so funny. That's actually the exact place where, so when you have an imbalanced kidney, it creates the emotions of blaming, dread, fear, horror, peeved, conflict, creative insecurity, terror, unsupported, and wishy-washy, which is exactly where this is coming from. But when did this occur? Age 10, 20, 29, 18, 17, age 17. Do we need to know more? No. Let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with these, with your kidneys? Maybe even 3. Self-abuse. Self-abuse is like being really hard on yourself. When did this, 10, 20, 29, 18, 17, age 17. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with your kidneys? Vulnerability. When did this occur? Age 10, 20, 29, 18, 17, age 17. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Age 17 was a struggle for sure. I feel like any age around like 18 to 20 can be such a hard time, especially for people who do not want to grow up or they were forced to grow up. Does that make sense? What's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with your kidneys? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Worthless. When did this pretend to 9, 8, 7, age 7? We need to know more. What did that say? 100%. Let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with these, with your kidneys? Yes, come on, even out of 1. Forlorn. When did this pretend to 9, 8, 7, age 7? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with your kidneys? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Worthless. When did this occur? Age 10 to 9, 8 to age 8. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Ooh. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with your kidneys? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Worthless. When did this pretend? 20, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, age 16. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. We're releasing negative trapped emotions for Kim. We're working on her kidneys right now. What's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with your kidneys? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Unworthy. When did this pretend? 20, 29, 18, 17, age 17. When did this pretend? 20, 29, 18, 17, age 17. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Ooh. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with your... Ooh. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with your kidneys? All right, Kim, if you want to go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Thank you for the follow, Christy. All right, Kim, if you want to go ahead and take one more really big deep breath. How do you feel? I know we may not be able to tell with like the kidneys like right this second, but I'm curious if you notice like an energy shift or a change in energy. Hold on. Lots of releasing, so much lighter instantly. Yay! That's awesome. So that's literally all we do. We just release trapped emotions from your body and you feel better physically, mentally, emotionally, and even spiritually. Yay! I love this so much. I love this so much. I'm literally obsessed with all of this. So, all right, let's go ahead and pick a new person. If you'd like to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway. How do you release it? Can you explain this a bit more? Yes. Okay. So I'm so grateful for your help. Thank you so much. You're so welcome. Thank you for being here. So let's see. Can I ask where you got certified? I'm so interested in this stuff. It's actually linked in my bio. So if you want to schedule a session with me, that's linked in my bio. If you want to enter to win, linked in my bio. If you want to get certified, linked in my bio. And if you want to get the book, also linked in my bio. Lots of everything's linked there. New here, can't wait to learn more. Yes. Okay, so let's explain what this is and how it works. Let me just kind of back up here just so that you are familiar with everything. and you kind of understand like what's happening. So hello, my name is Kirsten Morley, your certified emotion code, body code, and belief code practitioner. I'm triple certified, and I've been certified since 2018, and I absolutely love this stuff. So long story short, the modality that I'm using right now is called the emotion code. It is an energy healing technique that helps you to identify and literally release negative trapped emotional energies from your body. Trapped emotional energies are basically just from harmful negative past events, and these trapped emotions are kind of like balls of energy, and once they get stuck inside of your body, they can cause physical, mental, emotional, spiritual pain or discomfort. And the best way to describe that is your body just doesn't forget. Your body remembers all of the things that you've been through, and sometimes those emotions that are stuck inside of your body kind of like you get triggered, you know, you can't go to the store, depression, anxiety, and then sometimes it's vibrating or it's manifesting so harshly that it's causing or contributing to physical pain or discomfort. And so headaches, back pain, lower back pain, pinky pain, all of the things. And then I don't see a link for it. So if you click on my name, it'll pull up my name, and then it'll go to my profile. It says go.lightenedhealing.com, and just click on that. And then, what was I going to say? Oh, so then what I do is I energetically connect to you. I use muscle testing. Basically talk to your subconscious. I ask your subconscious yes or no questions. Okay, do you have a trapped emotion that's causing this issue? Yes. Okay, what is it? Identify the emotions, the ages, and then release it. And then because here's the thing, like your body was made to heal, but a lot of these trapped emotions get in the way of your body healing itself. So once you release the trapped emotions, your body starts to heal itself better, and it's easier. And then a lot of those emotional or physical difficulties often disappear, or they become a lot more manageable. So that's like the gist of it. Okay. So again, I just energetically connect to you, use muscle testing to identify the emotions, release it for and on behalf of you, and then you feel better. And that's it. That's it. So, hi, welcome. So, if you'd like to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway, and then we'll get started. I'm going to do as many sessions as I can tonight because we have a great group of people today, and I can't pass up this momentum of people that is just like sometimes when people get in here, like I literally just want to help everybody. But I can't. So, but I do have to say, if you are interested in scheduling like a one-on-one session, I do offer those. The first session is $39. So if you want to just try it out for yourself, it's literally just a 30-minute phone call. And then, if you want to continue, awesome. And if not, you can learn how to do it yourself. There's so many different options. So, Gina, I think that's how you pronounce your name, Gina. Would you say it's a psychic or medium component to knowing what to work on? Not necessarily. Sometimes it's just intuition. Gina. Nope. It's, yeah. Gina with the J. I've seen you on here before. So it'll actually teach you how to muscle test, how it all works. So let's see. Gina. All right, so let's go ahead and grab your name here. Gina. I'm so excited. Let's see. You haven't had a session with me before, have you? I don't see a link. So you should be able to click on my name, click on my picture, and then it'll take you to my profile, and then you'll see the go.lightenedhealing.com. Yes, a few years back. Okay. let's see. How about we just do a quick session and then we'll move on to you. What did you want to work on? I'm so sorry, but guys, my nose just got super itchy. Ah. Sorry. Okay, fear. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate the fear? 1 being the lowest and then 10 being the most severe. It's there. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Yeah, just scroll down. It should be within, just click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway. Yes. Okay, perfect. Sorry, I'm not saying yes I'm saying yes because this, I can tell this is going to be an interesting session to do tonight for you. So, quick moment of silence. Okay, connect this proxy. Oh, it stems from inner child. Okay. Let's ask, connect this proxy for you. So what's the biggest emotion we can release on that's causing this fear? Maybe even out of 1, 3. Self-abuse. When did this occur? 10, 20, 29, 18, 17, 16, age 16. We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this fear? 3. Crying. When did this 10, 20, 29, 18, age 18? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Ooh. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this fear? May even 2, 4, 6. Longing. When did this 10, 20, age 20? We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this fear? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Worthless. When did this 10, age 10? We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Ooh. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this fear? What's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this fear? What's the biggest actually, I feel a belief here. Ooh. Let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. This one's gonna sound really interesting. In line. So this is actually belief. I don't know when it came from. Sometimes beliefs like appear over time. But this one specifically says, I need pain to keep me in line. So this is technically like a secondary gain. So a lot of the times people will be like, no pain, no gain, or like, the only way to succeed is to suffer, which is so crazy. I used to believe like the more that you suffered, the more honorable you were. But in reality, if you think about it, you can still succeed without any pain. So therefore, I need pain to keep me in line. So we're going to release that. Okay. And then we're going to replace it with I heal through faith. I like that. Okay, install that. Okay, do you have another? All right, so go ahead and take one more really big deep breath. Your shoulders around. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it. Get it, get it. And then go ahead and take one more really big deep breath. Ooh. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate the that fear that you were feeling? Let's see. Yay! From a 9 to a 6. That's a huge difference. Yeah. Okay, let's do another person. Let's see. Yay! You're so welcome. You're so welcome. All right, on to the next person. Tasha or Tasha? Do you go by Tasha or Tasha? Howell. Tasha Howell. Tasha. That doesn't answer my question. I'm so sorry. Tasha, like is it? Doesn't answer my question. I'm so sorry. Tasha, like is it? Or is it Tasha? Just wait, which one? Tasha? We're just gonna roll with Tasha, okay? All right, let's do this. Let's see. All right, so what are we working on? This is going to be an interesting session. We can go fear. Okay. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate that fear? Is it a specific fear or is it like just like fear in general? Like you're afraid of the world? Oh my gosh, thank you for the likes, you guys. Twinsies. Oh my gosh, really? You are twinsies. That's like in general. Okay. Fascinating. Okay. Can I act as proxy for yes? Okay, what is the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this fear? 3. Rejection. When did this occur? Page 10, 20, 29 to 18. Age 18. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this fear? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Unworthy. When did this reach 10, 9, 8? Age 8. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this fear? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Worthless. When did this reach 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5? Age 5. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, thank you for the follow. What's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this fear? Even out of 1, 3, 5. Terror, like feeling terrified. When did this reach 10, 20, 29 to 18? Age 18. Do we need to know more? Okay. Are you recognizing any of these emotions by chance? Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this fear? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Unworthy. When, yes. Awesome. When did this occur? Fish 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, age 4. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Is this like, are you going through a lot of stuff right now? Like, this is not just in your past, but currently? Like, a lot of current fear? All right, what's the biggest emotion we can release on that's causing this fear? Maybe even, I don't know, 3, 5. Unsupported. When did this reach 10, 10, 9, 8, 7? Both? Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this fear? Maybe even 2, 4. Resentment. When did this reach 10, 10, 9, 8, 7? Age 7. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this fear? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Overwhelm. When did this reach 10, 10, 9, 8, 7? Age 7. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this fear? 3, confusion. When did this occur? Age 10, 20, 30, for age 24. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this fear? All right, Tasha, go ahead and stand up. Walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it. Get it, get it. Okay, so it's funny. During the first session that we had today, when was it? The second session, I got a download. So this download was like feeling like you were wrongfully accused of something, and it's almost like the evidence could be stacked up against you. Does that resonate with you by any chance? Kind of like, I don't know. I don't think I can say this on live. No. Okay, we're just gonna roll with it then. We're just gonna roll it. So let's release that. Maybe somebody that you know that was wrongfully accused. I don't know. Kind of like a drug bust. I don't think I can say that. Probably gonna get banned, but anyways, go ahead and take some really big deep breaths. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it. Get it, get it. Yay! I'm not currently hosting anything. Awesome. And then you're so welcome. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel? You started at a 9. Do you feel like it's gone down? Hopefully not up. Curious on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the worst. Yay! I feel like there's something else that's there that's just kind of resistant or a little bit stubborn. So you don't get banned. Thank you. Thank you so much. TikTok shop. TikTok shop is the best. Okay, Okay, man, the only thing that comes to my mind right now, because you mentioned it's like stuff that you're going through now and then also stuff that you've gone through in the past. My best advice to you is to know that you can't really heal in the environment that made you sick. Did I say that right? You can't heal in the environment that made you sick. So I feel like it has a lot to do with your environment. So if you were to shift up your environment, whether that's like packing up and leaving, that's the extreme, or rearranging your room, cleaning your house, whatever your situation is, I feel like shifting that type of energy is going to help you so much. Like, for example, obviously you mentioned fear. So if you literally have a lack of safety, you know, get some security cameras, get a doorbell camera. Yes, even dusting, literally dusting, cleaning your sink. You know, when was the last time you actually cleaned your sink? If you have a spouse or a husband, then when was the last time all of those little hairs were cleaned up? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Literally the littlest shift. My fiance is going through a custody battle. Okay, that would make sense. The whole custody battle, feeling wrongfully accused. So it's almost like they're not able to work it out civilly. But it's all about to be okay. Good. That would make sense. I'm sorry you guys have to go through that. That's tough. That's really tough. Okay, let's do another person. No, it's been 2 years of fighting. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes like shifting and changing your environment can shift everything, if that even makes any sense. So, all right, let's see. We're going to pick a new person. Yay! Amber Lara. My eyelashes are still holding up. That's you! How exciting! I love that. Yeah. Okay, let's do a session. What are we working on with you for today? I would assume anxiety. Let's see. Yeah, I hope the whole court situation gets better. I know that like custody and stuff, that's rough. That is so rough, especially if the other ex or the other person is like not. Yeah. Medical anxiety. Okay, hear me out. Medical anxiety. I feel like medical anxiety is just one of those things where it's like, it can run deep, unfortunately, but we're going to roll with it. Medical anxiety. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate the medical anxiety? 10 being the worst, and then 0 being none at all. Super, but it's pretty intense now. 10. Yeah, let's see what we can do today. Medical anxiety. I actually had a client who had medical anxiety super bad, and it took... I'm going to buy a package after this anyways. Perfect. I feel like medical anxiety is such a huge thing. how do I say this without it could be very complicated, because I feel like sometimes when you get anxiety, in and of itself can be a very simple thing, but when you add like medical anxiety, it's different. So anyways, all right, so let's go ahead, quick moment of silence, we'll get to it. Ooh. All right, can I act as proxy for you? Yes. What's the biggest? Ooh. All right, can I act as proxy for you? Yes. What's the biggest emotion we can release now that has to do with this medical anxiety? Maybe even out of 3. Grief. When did this pretend to 987, age 7? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this medical anxiety? Maybe even 1. Insecurity. That's a big one. When did this occur? 10 to 9, 8, age 8. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this medical anxiety? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Unworthy. When did this pretend to 9, 8, 7, age 7? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Ooh, that's super interesting. I know. What's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this medical anxiety? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Worthless. When did this pretend? 2020, 19, 18, age 18. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this medical anxiety? Maybe even 3. Self-abuse. When did this pretend to 9, age 9? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, so by the way, self-abuse is just like being really hard on yourself. Anyways, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this medical anxiety? Maybe even 1. Insecurity. When did this pretend? 20, 30, 28, 7, 6, 5, age 25. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Ooh. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this medical anxiety? Maybe even 2, 4. Hatred. When did this occur? 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, age 6. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Hi. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this medical anxiety? Maybe even 2. Failure. When did this pretend? 2020, 19, 18, 17, age 17. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Ooh. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this medical anxiety? I feel like there's something there. I'm going to do a little bit of resistance to healing. What is the biggest trapped emotion we can release that's causing this resistance to healing? 3. Grief. When did this pretend to 9, 8, age 8? Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this resistance to healing with medical anxiety? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Unworthy. When did this pretend to 9, 8, 7, age 7? We need to know more. Okay, Let's go ahead and release that. Hi, all I have. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Hi, all. I've had this done and it's amazing. Was off my meds in 4 sessions. Oh my gosh. I have to screenshot that. That's awesome. That's crazy. That's literally why I love this stuff so much. All right, what's the biggest? All right, let's see. Amber, go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it. Get it, get it. Yay! Mark, I'm so excited for you. That's amazing. Yeah. Thanks for the follow. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. All right, Amber, go ahead and take one more really big deep breath. Full inhale. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate that medical anxiety? I know sometimes, specifically medical anxiety, we may not get like the biggest number right this second, but sometimes when you go through the experience, that's when most people see like a difference. But I felt lightheaded and then just a release. It's not gone for sure, but it's a lot. But I feel better. Yay! That's awesome. So on a scale of 5 or 6, we literally just cut it in half. Yay! That's amazing. I love this stuff so much. So much. Yeah. All right, so what's that face for? All right, let's do another person. Yes, you're amazing. Going to buy package now. Yay. Go to lightenedhealing.com for the package. Or if you still have my text message, you should be able to find it there. lightenedhealing.com. Woo woo. Okay, let's, aw, thank you. Thank you. Mystic, I'm gonna assume that it's Mystic Makeup. Welcome. Yes, oh my gosh. Okay, perfect. Let's do another session. If you'd like to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio, click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway, and we will get started with another session. Ooh, how exciting. Kelly Rossman. Have you seen Friends? I don't think I've seen all of the episodes, but I'm pretty sure I've seen most of them. Maybe I don't remember. Anyways, hello, welcome. Let's do a session. All right. What are we doing for you? Kelly, what issue would you like to work on? Anything physical, mental, emotional? Feeling something. Oops. 45. Yeah, what issue are we working on? We can do headaches, back pain, lower back pain, pinky pain, lack of confidence, self-esteem, anxiety, depression, aches, pains, you pick. Okay, which one out of all of those is the highest on the pain scale? Which one is the highest on the pain scale? Because if we can work on that, then I feel like we're going to have a really good session. So is it the anxiety, the depression, a specific ache or a pain, the lack of confidence, self-esteem. Which one is the highest? Confidence and lack of self-esteem. Okay, so confidence and self-esteem. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate it? 10 being the worst and then 0 being none at all. Wait, hold on. So confidence. Let me back up here. So let's call it lack of confidence and self-esteem. So 10 being the worst and then 0 being like no lack. Am I saying that right? So I hope I'm not confusing you. I'm so sorry if I am. I think, okay, I kind of grouped them all together all these years. I would say easy 9. Okay, let's do it. Quick moment of silence. No confusion. Okay, perfect. Whew. All right, connect this proxy for you. Yes. Okay, so what is the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this lack of confidence and self-esteem? Maybe not a 1. Abandonment. When did this occur? Age 10, 20, 29 to 18, 17, age 17. We need to know more. Okay, let's release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this lack of confidence and self-esteem? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Pride. Pride can be one of those emotions where it's just like being super independent. So like somebody tries to help you, you're like, no, I can do it myself. Let me do it. When did this occur? Age 10, 20, 29 to 18, age 18. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Ooh. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release now that has to do with this lack of confidence and self-esteem? Maybe not a 1. Lust. When did this? 10, 20, age 20. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Interesting. What's the biggest emotion we can release now that has to do with this lack of confidence and self-esteem? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Unworthy. When did this? 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, age 7. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. We need to know more. Did we correct that? Yes. What's the biggest emotion we can release now that has to do with this lack of confidence and self-esteem? 1, 3. Excuse me. Self-abuse. When did this? 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, age 7. We need to know more. Let's go ahead and release that. I have a silly question for you. Do you do any like public speaking or like presentations for a living? Or like, is that something that you're like, get away? Or do you have any of that in your life? Does that resonate at all? What's the biggest emotion we can release now? Not at all. I'd be terrified. Okay, maybe it's something you should look into to help build your self-confidence and your self-esteem. Maybe not in front of like actual people, but like doing it for yourself, like in your bedroom or like in front of video, or I don't know. I'm going to think about that one for a second. What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this lack of confidence and low self-esteem? Maybe even 3. Self-abuse. When did this? 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, age 7. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this lack of confidence and self-esteem? Okay, be even. 3. Stubbornness. When did this was 10, 20, 29, 18, 17, age 17. We need to know more. Okay. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this lack of confidence and self-esteem? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Worthlessness. When did this was 10, 20, age 20. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this lack of confidence and self-esteem? What's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this resistance to healing with lack of confidence and self-esteem? Maybe even 1. Heartache. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion? All right, go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Take some really big, deep breaths. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate the lack of confidence and self-esteem? So 10 being bad and 0 being like none at all. 1 second. Just don't listen, okay? Okay. Don't mind me. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the most severe, how do you rate that lack of confidence and self-esteem? I would say like a 7 or 8. Okay, so I definitely feel like there's something there. I just can't put my finger on it. So I wonder... Let's do a belief. What is the biggest belief we can release now that has to do with this lack of confidence and self-esteem? Right, so I love side divine. Purpose. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one says, I don't know what my purpose is. Interesting. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Sorry. Do we correct that? Replace it with 2, 6. I have a purpose and a mission. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and install that. Ah, there it is. Okay, that's what I was feeling. So typically when people have a lack of confidence and a lack of self-esteem, people have a tendency to not have much of an identity, or there is a lack of safety. So a few things I would definitely recommend is grounding. So legit, go hug a tree, go put your feet in the grass, whatever floats your boat. You can also do any type of meditation. So meditation is going to help you allow yourself to just be in the present and just exist. That's all you have to do, is just put your phone away, go outside, put your feet in the grass, go hug a tree, and just be in that moment. Listen to the birds, listen to the bugs, watch the grass grow. It's all about just being present and allowing yourself to be no one. You don't have anywhere to go. You don't have anywhere to be. You don't have anything to do. Just, I exist in this moment, and that's okay. It's okay to just, there it is. Okay, one more big deep breath. How does that lack of confidence and self-esteem feel? Happiest at the ocean. I always have been. The dream is to live there. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. I am so impressed. Thank you. I'm curious, what do you mean by that? What are you so impressed with? I feel a sense of relief. Yay, that's so good. Oh, there we go. You in this process. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate the lack of confidence and the self-esteem? 1 being the lowest and then 10 being the most severe. 1 being the lowest and then 10 being the most severe. Man, we've done a lot of sessions today. Yay! Let's see. Hey. Almost. I would say more 6 now. I've been told by others that I would be amazing at speaking to people. Listen, I've never met you. This is just me sitting here reading your energy a little bit, and that's it. So it's so funny, like speaking, like becoming a public speaker or just like speaking to people in general. Maybe that's something that you need to look into. Give me a little more clarity. Yay! Oh, that's exciting. I love that. I have never heard of this before. The emotion code. That's literally all it is. And then obviously I did a little bit of belief code. Wow, I have like stuff in my, but I do emotion code, body code, and belief code. And obviously we can get way deeper in like a 30-minute session. But yeah, you're welcome to go schedule the introductory session. I basically just ask you a couple questions, kind of get to know you a little bit, and then we'll do a little mini session. And then we'll also, I'll go over prices, packages based on your needs, because there are so many people that literally need like 1 or 2 sessions and they're like, I'm good. And then there's other people who need 6, 12, 24 sessions, sometimes even more, because they are so, like, their trauma and their emotions run so deep, because I'm curious. Yes, I would love to work with you some more. I've had body code and belief code. So good. Yay! It is worth it. It is worth, to me, I have spent a lot of money. I've done a lot of sessions for myself. I've had other practitioners do it for me, and it's life-changing. Like, I would not be here today if I didn't have the emotion code, body code, and belief code. Like, totally different person. Totally different person. All right, so we're going to do one more person because it's midnight, almost midnight. And let's do this. I'm also an empath. Listen, if you're also an empath, clearing so much of this, I wouldn't be surprised if half of the stuff that we pull up, like, you don't even know what it is because it's somebody else's. I do that too. I take on other people's emotions like crazy for no reason. Sometimes because, I'm feeling generous. And other times it's like, I don't even know what's happening, you know? Is this me? Am I doing this? You know? Anyways, so alrighty, Rooskies. Let's see. Let's do another session. I do it too. Let's see. Let's do another session. I do it too. Yes. Let's see. When do you go live? It's so random. Most of the time it's on Tuesday evenings, because that's just the day that works best for me. Mary P. Hello. I remember when you first started going live. Really? How exciting. I've been going live for a long time. I started back in 2020. Technically, I did Periscope. Nobody's heard of it. I've done Periscope. I did it before I started going live on TikTok, and it was a weird place to be. But I did it a lot over there. So I think it was back in 2018, 2019 when I first got certified. Anyways, I'm curious to see the process. I caught the tail end. Yes. Stick around. Mary, let's see. Mary P. Going once, going twice. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna try another person. Mary P. Let me see. Oh, there you are. Sorry, your username was not the same as your name on there. Hello. Okay, let's do this. Don't mind my husband. He's laughing at TikToks that I send him. I send him the best TikToks. Just kidding. Not all the time, but... All right, so what exactly do you want? Uh-oh, can you hear me? Can this be used for pain? Yes, physical pain, anxiety. So we can go physical, mental, emotional, or, you know, whatever. It froze a couple times. I'm sorry. It's probably my husband taking all the internet. All of the internet. Yes, physical pain. What physical pain do you want to work on? We can go headaches, back pain, lower back pain, pinky pain, gut issues, anything you can think of. 37. My lower body, both sides, mostly right, get sharp pains sometimes there. Lower body. Are we talking like legs or like lower torso? Lower torso. So like lower abdomen or like the hips area. Like, are we talking like lower back, the hips, abdominal, like lower abdominal, hips of lower and low back? Okay. Low back and let's just do low back and hips. And you said it was mostly on the right side. mostly on the right. So we're gonna do both if that's okay with you. Quick moment of silence and we'll get to it. Okay, and then, oh, I forgot to ask, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate it? 10 being like the most severe and 0 being none at all. What is the connectus proxy? Ooh, okay, we'll do 9.5 for happy middle. What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this lower back and hips pain? Maybe even out of 3. Confusion. When did this 10, 20, 29 to 18, age 18? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this lower back and hips pain? Maybe even out of 1. Vulnerability. When did this 10, 20, 29 to 18, 17, age 17? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Ooh, it's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this lower back and hips pain. Maybe even 2, 4, 6. What was that? Worthless. When did this 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, age 7? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this lower back and hips pain? 3, maybe even out of 1, 3, 5. Terror. When did this 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, age 5? Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Ooh. What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this lower back and hips pain? You may even do 4. Guilt. When, I keep yawning too, that's funny. When did this occur? 10, 20, 29 to 18, 17, 16, age 16. We need to know more. Okay, just so you know, yawning is a form of releasing as well. Same thing for crying, sweating, all the things. So let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this lower back and hips pain? You may even do 4. Resentment. When did this occur? 10, 10, 9, 8, age 8. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. I'm wondering what happens to child development age 7. Age 7, I literally think that like your brain is developing, so you start understanding things different. Like you start remembering things differently. Your understanding of how the world works changes. I don't know. That's just from what I've seen. So it's a very popular age. What is the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this pain in your lower back and hips? Maybe even do 4. Panic. When did this occur? 10, 20, 29 to 18, 17, age 17. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Ooh. What's the biggest emotion we can release now that has to do with this lower back and hip, this pain in your lower back and hips? 1, 3. Grief. When did this 10, 10, 9, 8, age 8? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release and that's causing this pain in your lower back and hips? Maybe even 2. Anxiety. When did this 10, 10, 9, 8, age 8? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this lower back, this pain in your lower back and hips? Okay, go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around, give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Take some really big deep breaths. Really big belly breath. So don't just breathe your chest, breathe down into your belly and like down into your pelvic floor. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate the pain in your lower back and hip? The pain in your lower back and hips. Pain in your lower back and hips. Wow, that area is looser. Yay! So, you know what I actually want you to do is I want you to kind of like stretch out your hips. A 6 or 7. Woo woo! That's awesome. You literally went from like a 9.5 to a 6.5, which is amazing. Amazing. I am so excited for you. Yay! So pumped. Okay, so it was amazing. Like the tightness is less. Yay! And like just imagine doing that's a mini session. Imagine doing a full-on session just for that issue. Like, I can only imagine what it's gonna be like for you to just be able to like completely loosen up and just I was gonna say I do feel like yoga, okay, this is gonna sound kind of funny, but there are dances that people teach online, like dance classes. If you don't vibe with this, that's totally fine. But I would recommend doing like ones with like hips, like twerking, like go legit learn how to twerk. It sounds so funny, but go learn how to twerk and just shake your booty everywhere, you know? And I really feel like, because like the more that you can like physically loosen up your hips, the more of that is going to come to the surface and it's going to help you release even more. So yay, you guys, I am pumped. This was such a good like live tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We did 8 people tonight. So if you did not get a chance to get a session tonight, please don't worry. You're welcome to go purchase the introductory session. It's a 30-minute introductory session with me. It's a phone call, literally just a phone call. Basically what we do here, and all you're gonna do is you're just gonna answer a few questions. I'm just gonna ask you a few questions. We'll do a little mini session for you just so you know what it feels like, and then I'll go over prices and packages based on your needs, because there are some people who need like 1 or 2 sessions, and then there's other people who need like 6, 12, 24, sometimes even more if you have a ton of emotions to release, or if you have some pretty gnarly experiences in your life. Yeah, so you're welcome to go schedule that. And if you have already had a session with me, like the introductory session, just go to lightenedhealing.com and you're welcome to schedule more sessions if you want to. And then also, last thing, I do lives as often as I possibly can. I'm not always able to, but I want to say I try to get on here at least once a week, sometimes twice a week. It just depends on the week and the day and kind of what we're doing. But I am going to try and get on again probably either tomorrow or on Thursday, just depending on how things go, because we have a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. But you're welcome to follow me so that you can come back and you can watch more sessions. I know I have a lot of people who just like to sit and watch, which is totally fine, but don't forget to follow me so that when I go live next, push the notification bell so that you will get notified that I was on. And I think that's it. Thank you so, so, so much for being here. I love every single one of you. And I hope that all of you are going to be able to get a session one of these days if you haven't. So I love you and I hope you have a wonderful night. Bye.